going, everyone? I'm Scott, coming in hot with a couple cracking crypto news nuggets. Now, in case you notice, yes, this is going to be my first video, and if you didn't notice, yeah, this lighting's not the greatest. If you didn't notice, yeah, this mic might not be the greatest. Camera's nice, though. And I just wanted to bring a few news tidbits to your attention, maybe throw in a few insights of mine as well, and just kind of go over a couple things that have happened in the last few days. Some of them are old, some of them are new. First off, I thought we'd take a look at Bitcoin and see how that's doing. All right, yeah, still on that uptrend. We hit that bottom over here around the 6.5K kind of mark, and started swinging upside finally. We started getting a bunch of positive news. Looks like that downtrend's been exhausted. We're on another setup upside at the Fiverr. Oof, all the way up. Oh, we're all the way up 9,600. I bet we're going to see 10K. Probably going to see 10K there later, huh? I'm going to go get some coffee ready. All right, that was fun. Love getting my coffee going. Pretty good coffee too. Coffee in a half shell, right? All right, so let's see what Bitcoin's doing. Wait, what? What? We went from 9,600 all the way down to like 8,800. We're back up to 9K though. That's like $1,000 in a day. Oh man, what am I gonna do? Sometimes I just feel like, every other day, got a big tree Bitcoin, like a little tiny small tree Bitcoin that you're trying to like water and regrow there. Well, I thought let it regrow. All right, that aside, let's take a look at some news. So just the other day, I think it was Tuesday the 24th, my Ether wallet started warning people, putting out the word that a couple of their DNS servers have been hacked. Mayday. Not cool at all. The update on this article shows that from the Etherscan data, you can look up, Ether blockchain data. Looks like $150,000 worth of Ether was actually stolen from this DNS hack. Started about 7 a.m. on Tuesday the 24th. They moved 179 transactions, totaling 216-ish of Ether into an address. And at 10 a.m., they moved it to another address. Dun, dun, dun. Looks like the hack had been taking place, and the SSL certification was not valid, being one of the first indicators. You flip over here, due to this newfound bug, it looks like multiple exchanges are kind of freezing the whole depositing of ERC20 tokens. I think it said, might even be, it said pausing trading, but I don't know about trading as much as it is the deposits, withdrawals, I'm sure. So Poloniex has jumped on board with this, HitBTC, OKX, they are all kind of freezing the transaction of ERC20 tokens while this whole new bug kind of gets figured out. Looks like we first saw this on the 23rd when somebody posted on Medium about the batch overflow bug and affecting multiple ERC20 token smart contracts. It was a previous unknown vulnerability, which pretty much all vulnerabilities are unknown until we know about them, where it allows an attacker to possess a huge amount of tokens by exploiting these vulnerable contracts, thus allowing for price manipulation. Another user on Medium did comment it was worth noting that the batch transfer isn't a standard ERC20 function, so only the contract owners that chose to implement that feature should have been affected. So that kind of makes you feel like, oh, well, if it's not the default option, maybe this is a small amount of people that were affected. Well, nonetheless, it was still $150 million worth of Ether. That's kind of a big deal. Moving on, there's plenty of FUD out there, and some of it's true, some of it's BS. I like to stay on the positive swing of things, and that kind of brings me to recent news that NASDAQ's going to partner up with Gemini. Gemini seems like they wouldn't mind an additional hand in trying to make sure that the markets are surveyed in a fair fashion, want to minimize price manipulation, minimize any tomfoolery kind of going on here. So the cryptocurrency exchange Gemini is going to start using NASDAQ's SMARTS market surveillance technology, which offers an automatic detection of any price manipulation or other illicit activities going on. And with this news coming out, they also started kind of talking a little bit more positive, possibly becoming a cryptocurrency exchange platform as well. Dina Friedman, CEO of NASDAQ, says the company is interested in becoming a cryptocurrency exchange platform. I mean, inevitably, we're going to see this. I guess NASDAQ is the second largest stock exchange in the world in terms of market cap. And then the NASDAQ CEO, Adina, here is quoted talking very positive. I like this, saying, I believe that digital currencies will continue to persist. It's just a matter of how long it will take for that space to mature. Once you look at it and say, do we want to provide a regulated market for this? Certainly, NASDAQ would consider it. So that's good. They go on to talk about adequate cryptocurrency regulations, to go on to talk about the partnership with Gemini, all very, very good stuff. Now, that being said, the NASDAQ CEO, giving a positive outlook on cryptocurrency, making some announcements. We obviously see this news kind of pump the futures market. It looks like NASDAQ's already supporting existing cryptocurrency exchanges, and then also talking about partnering up with the Winklevoss twins on Gemini's, really getting a lot of good news out there. It's really, pushing down the FUD. It's getting people excited. Over the last few months, they partnered with a San Diego-based ETF firm, Realty Shares, to launch 2 blockchain-related funds. The latest is scheduled to come to the market in June. Now, George Soros has his $26 billion wealth management firm. They're planning to trade on crypto. Adam Fisher, who oversees the macro investing at New York-based Soros Fund Management, told Bloomberg this month the fund is approved to trade in crypto. So that kind of goes on with a previous video we did where Justin was talking about a lot of institutional money coming into the net market. Some of it's coming back into the market. They kind of dumped out on the whole downslide that we just got out of, and some new institutional money is coming in. I believe that, the Rockefeller family was talking about getting in. The Soros did. There's a lot of big money coming in. A lot of whales are going to be playing around in the crypto space here pretty darn soon, if not already been playing around. And due to all of this news, it looks like the CBOE saw its highest ever Bitcoin futures volume the other day. Down here, they're quoted, yesterday was the highest daily volume for Bitcoin futures since their introduction here at the CBOE nearly 5 months ago. The lead month May futures traded at about 18,210 contracts, and across the term structure, a total of 19,000 Bitcoin futures traded here the other day. Previous high volume session was January 17th. That's just less than 15,500 contracts traded. So then that makes me kind of want to point out some other big dogs coming in and talking about crypto. Walmart apparently is doing 2 blockchain patents. You know, who knows if that's going to be a big deal, but it's another big dog talking about crypto, which leads me to Coinbase. I just wanted to highlight a few things they've been doing lately. Some of these are old. I think one of them was kind of recent. But these guys are another large player in the crypto space. They, I believe, are the largest exchange in the United States and one of the largest in the world. They are one of the first places for onboarding new customers into the cryptocurrency space. They are a competitor to Gemini. They've been out a little bit ahead of the game. They've got Bitcoin, Ether, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash now, and they've been adding to this team quite significantly. January 17th, they acquired the engineering team from AI. In March, they hired the former LinkedIn head of mergers and acquisitions and appointed them as VP of corporate and business development. Here they're adding another exec from Wall Street. The former global head of sales at the NYSE, Christine Sandler, has joined as the director of institutional sales. Alicia Haas, the chief financial officer of whatever the heck that capital management place is called, is going to join Coinbase as the CFO. Here's one of the recent acquisitions. Coinbase buys up the startup Earn.com, and they hire the CEO as the CTO for the first time. So now Coinbase actually has a CTO. A little bit strange, but they've been doing okay so far. Coinbase also acquired the browser wallet Cypher. And all of these Coinbase headlines are always kind of pumping the good news. So always kind of keeps Bitcoin in the news, keeps Coinbase in the news, keeps people happy and excited. And these have all been a little bit after the large FUD cycle of the first few months of the year. So I feel like Coinbase has contributed a lot to kind of pumping in some happiness and getting a lot of people back into the positive side of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. And one last thing I wanted to take a look at here was apparently the 17 millionth Bitcoin has now been mined. There are only 4 million left. It's pretty crazy. 17 millionth of 21 million Bitcoins that will ever exist has been mined, apparently, according to blockchain.info. This means that more than 80% of Bitcoins are now in existence. What blows my mind, an interesting fact, is that due to the rules behind the mining process, the remaining 4 million coins aren't expected to be mined completely for another 122 years. That's pretty wild. Now, having a hard cap on Bitcoin is a great idea for creating scarcity. You can't just create more coins and just add to inflation, similar to how USD money works right now. So that's awesome. But it is interesting to note that it is going to be quite some time before all of the coins have been mined or found. And it'll be an interesting ride during this time, seeing how prices fluctuate during all of the coins coming out, or each new coin as it continues to continue harder. The time between these coins being mined will grow longer, and there will be a lot of pent-up excitement and anticipation of when this next coin would be found. And that'll do it for today, everybody. Just wanted to bring a few of these news items of worthiness to your attention. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure to follow us on Facebook at Cracking Crypto. Follow us on Twitter at Cracking_Crypto. And we would really love to see you in the trading community. You can get there by going to discord.crackingcryptocurrency.com. And there we have a huge group of like-minded individuals that are very interested in learning how to trade and invest in this brand new digital asset we call cryptocurrency. It is a very exciting time being in the early adoption phase, being on the cutting edge of a whole new technology that allows for global transaction of currency peer-to-peer between people without the necessity of a banking system. That being said, we are not financial advisors. Please do your own research. Please do your own fundamental analysis. Please make sure to ask questions and reach out to the people around you. It is all about the more you know, and that's why we're cracking crypto.